Georgia First and all the ships at sea. Please provide a warm welcome for your tournament MCs and Georgia First Robotics alumni, Kyle Fender and Monish Patil.
Good morning, Emerson. How are y'all feeling this morning?
You can do better, I think.
Let's go. Let's try again. Good morning, Emerson. How are you feeling this morning?
There you go.
Welcome to the 2023 Peachtree District Championship. Notice I didn't say state championship. How are you guys feeling after going through your district events and everything else? Now you're here to earn one of the coveted spots to represent Georgia and South Carolina at the World Championships in Houston this year. Who is wanting one of those tickets this weekend?
All right, we're going to start off with this season, First Energize, presented by Qualcomm, challenges teams to reimagine the future and sustainable energy, power their ideas forward. Qualcomm understands innovative engineering, creative problem solving, and that future leaders and innovators all start with a spark of brilliance. And you've proved that over and over, that one of those sparks is in here today. They start with you. A big thanks to Qualcomm for helping to ignite those sparks and for investing in your future. Thank you, Qualcomm.
And we do want to thank even our other sponsor, our season-long sponsor for this year's challenge, Charged Up, presented by Haas. And we are excited to be able to partner up with them. Not only are they one of the leading CNC manufacturers in the world, but they also know a couple things about complex competitive machines. So to hear a little bit more, we're going to talk to our first CEO, Chris Moore, a little bit more about our presenting sponsor.
Welcome to the 2023 First Robotics Competition Season Charged Up, presented by Haas. I'm First CEO Chris Moore.
And I'm Gunther Steiner, the team principal of Haas F1 team.
A big thanks to the Gene Haas Foundation for all their support this year.
Just like your robots, our cars have to be quick and powerful, and both are built on the same engineering principles.
And like your F1 team, our teams have to build a new machine each and every year. But we go a step further, and we even change the season challenge.
Oh, fudge. That's crazy and impressive, Chris.
Whether it's F1 or First Robotics competition, it's teamwork that's important.
I know a little bit about teamwork, Chris, so let me add that regardless of how you and your robots finish at this competition, the real win is working together toward a common goal, having perseverance and building relationships along the way. When you do that, everybody wins.
Best of luck to all the teams at the competition.
Guys, buckle up. It's going to be a fast ride.
All right, thank you to Mr. Chris Moore. Now, to introduce our next speaker. This competition is only possible with the support of our local sponsors, one of those local sponsors being NCR. Please welcome Ms. Yvonne Whittaker from the director of the NCR Foundation.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm not a morning person, and I am here because I wanted to say a couple of things to you all. First of all, congratulations. Come on, everybody cheer. Not every team is here. You guys did the work and you are here. So I wanted to congratulate you all. And then I want you all to give a big round of applause to your parents and your mentors and your coaches. Because I know that they really put in a lot of work to help you get here. I am with NCR. NCR is a global tech company that is based in Atlanta, and we help our customers transform, connect, and run their stores. Okay, so there's a lot that goes along with that. And one of the, the only reason, really, the biggest reason that we are a supporter of this organization is that that's what you guys have been doing this whole season, right? That is exactly what you've been doing. You had a problem, you took a look at it, how is the best way to get some points up here and come out on top. And that's exactly what we want all our employees to have, that mindset of problem solving and working together and communicating what needs to be done and then executing it, right? And that's what I'm always so impressed with when I come here, is you all just take that problem in a very short time and you do what you need to do, and then you come out here and you execute. So one more time, congratulations. I'm so proud of all of you, and good luck. I hope you make it to the big world championship, okay?
Thank you, Ms. Whittaker. Now, FRC alumni represent our proudest achievements as an organization. Any of you agree? They come back and they show their impact even outside of their team after they've graduated. So to just represent one such alumni, please welcome Mr. Brandon King from Team 4188, the Columbus Space Program.
Good morning. So I am a mentor of Team 4188. Many of you may know me from that, but I'm actually here to talk about my company, Pratt & Whitney, a company from Raytheon Technologies. So just a quick backstory of mine. I started out right where you are as a student on an FRC team, 4188, and I loved my time with the team, and once I graduated from high school, I didn't want to stop. So I continued mentoring throughout college. It's a huge time commitment, so I'm not necessarily recommending it to seniors, but focus on your grades. But obviously, it's great to stay involved with FIRST. There's many ways to do it. You can be a mentor of a team. You can volunteer at events. I loved my time as a referee all over the Peachtree District. It's been, really fun since I've graduated. But now, after I graduated college, I also get to, participate in FIRST through another way, which is as a sponsor for my team at Raytheon Technologies. And so it's definitely been really cool to basically, have been sponsored by Pratt & Whitney when I was on the team, and then now work at Pratt & Whitney now that I am, in the workforce. And, if any of you are looking for internships, jobs, anything like that, once you graduate high school or once you are graduating college, feel free to reach out if you're interested in going to Pratt & Whitney, Raytheon Technologies. There's lots of, engineering jobs, all sorts of, it's a huge global aerospace and defense company. So there's lots of cool stuff that we do. I work on robotics. So obviously our company doesn't, specialize in robotics, but there's all sorts of stuff that you can do at this company. We have locations all over the world. So it really is it's a great place to work, and, just look forward to the future. I think as a student in FIRST Robotics, you have a very bright future ahead of you, so stick with it. Congratulations again for making it this far to the state championship, and good luck to everyone today and tomorrow, and best of luck.
All right, thank you, Brandon. As you guys know, today marks 20 years that Georgia First has been doing FRC here in the state of Georgia. We've also had the wonderful honor of bringing in and working with South Carolina into the fold. But in order to make that happen, one of the groups of people that really led the charge was the Georgia First Board of Directors. Let me introduce to you some of them, including our president, Mr. Brian Cooksey.
Good morning, Peachtree District. Everybody having a great day so far? That's pretty weak. I think you can do better than that. Are you having a great day so far? Yeah, all right. Well, we are honored to be here with you this morning. Congratulations to all of you for being here. On behalf of our board of directors, I have the pleasure of leading our board, and we are so proud to have you all here in Emerson this morning. As Kyle just said, this is our 20th anniversary of FRC in Georgia, and it's been an amazing year thanks to all of the efforts that you have all made. You've achieved a lot this year, and we can't wait to see what you do in the competition this weekend. I'd like to introduce some of our board members who are here today and let you know who they are. So we have Dr. Lonnie Johnson from the Johnson Research and Development Group, the Super Soaker inventor. We have Miss Sue Miller from Blue Links. We have Dr. Samantha Blair from Dalton State College. Dr. Brian Haynes from Kimberly Clark. Mr. Justin Egert from GE Energy. Of course, everybody knows Chip McDaniel from Automation Direct. These are just a few of the folks that work extremely hard to set the strategy and raise funds to help make these events possible. And on behalf of our board and the others that are not able to be here today, I'd just like to say this has been an amazing year. We'd like to thank our friends from First in South Carolina, Giselle and Trish and the leadership team there for joining us this year to make this a great season. We're excited to see where this partnership goes moving forward. If you haven't had a chance to go out and see the Walk of Fame outside in the front lobby, please go out and check that out and reminisce over the last 20 years of here in Georgia First. But before I leave, I wanted to take just a moment. We are blessed to work with an amazing CEO in First Robotics here in Georgia. She doesn't get enough appreciation for her tireless efforts and energy that she puts in every day. So if you will, stand up and help me recognize Miss Connie Haynes for her amazing and talented work. So in addition to our board of directors and Connie and all the amazing volunteers that work so hard to make this possible, we also have great leadership at the state of Georgia. So let's take a look at a video from our state leadership.
This is Governor Brian Kemp.
And I'm First Lady Marty Kemp.
We want to congratulate Georgia First Robotics on 20 years of competitions like this in our state.
STEM skills, as well as the work ethic and partnerships developed by this program, set you up for success in both the workplace and life.
As high-skilled jobs keep coming to Georgia, we need students like those in First to become the future leaders and engineers of our state.
Thank you to the volunteers, coaches, and mentors for all you do to provide this platform for our students.
Best of luck to all the teams as you compete at the district championship event.
Have a wonderful competition.
Good luck.
Let's have a great event. Good luck.
All right, thank you to our board of directors and our amazing judges. Now it's time to recognize our volunteers in the blue shirts again, some of them. So please welcome your judges right here in the front. They're the ones to impress throughout this competition. The judges are led by the judge advisor, Mr. Brian Haynes. Oh, missed a little bit there.
All right, we also have Chung Wen, the lead scientist from Novellus. Will Darling, the engineering manager from PrintPack. Faith Bongiamo, first headquarters education specialist. Elizabeth Link, educator and first senior mentor from South Carolina. Dr. Samantha Blair, associate professor of physics astronomy at Dalton State College. Frank Borowick, engineering manager at Trenton Systems. Catherine Zendabose, documentation specialist at AWL Automation. Jeremy Roberts, the manager of technical programs at Zook Amazon. Pam Melling, the first senior mentor. Alberta Gomes, from technical directing engineer from Whirlpool. Vanessa Lee, the program manager from Novellus. Mateo Gallupo, process engineer from Novellus. Dr. Trish Hayner, president First South Carolina, manager at Bosch. Dino Beamer, senior technical advisor from the city of Atlanta. Dr. Lonnie Johnson, CEO of Johnson Research and Development. Dr. Brian Haynes, the Senior Technical Director and Lead Judge Assistant, Judge Advisor, and also a member of the First Board of Directors from Kimberly-Clark. And Sue Miller from Blue Links.
All right, thank you, judges. You guys have a very hard time this weekend trying to decide which one of these teams are going to go home with some hardware. So thank you, judges. Now, I want to introduce another group of people who are here to keep order here on the field of play. Let me introduce to you our referees, led by newly appointed Master Instructor at Service Now, Miss Jan Sperlin.
Thank you, Kyle. I'd like to introduce you to my ref crew, and for those of you who don't know me, this is my 20th year of being a referee for First. I've been here since the beginning. Next up, I've got Greg Welsh. He has refereed for 14 years. He is also a head ref. He is a senior manager at Verizon. Next up, Allison Van Kloppenberg, who has refed for 8 years. She also is a head ref. She is a UX designer for Manhattan. My third head ref that I have with us is Claire Rowan. She has 8 years of experience being a ref. She is a fellow at CDC. My fourth head ref is Shaquille Manji, who has ref for 5 years. He is an electrical engineer with Michelin. Next up, I have Molly Britton, who has refed for 11 years and is an engineer for Geiger. And last but not least is Tina Stokes, who is with Carolina Family Services. She is a behavior therapist, and she too has 11 years. I must say, I think we are in good shape for everything that you're going to throw at us. Now, having said that, there's a couple of things that I would like to share with you. For starters, we got a notice from First this morning from our wonderful headquarters folks that there has been some chatter that's going around, that there are some teams that think that they are going to take the black bins that the game pieces are stored in and put the entire black bin onto the field. Just as a heads up, if this is your strategy, that will be a violation of H201 and an automatic red card, per what First Headquarters has told us to do. So you have now been given notice. The second thing that I'd like to tell the audience that's out here is we're going to see some robots tipped over today. That's just the nature of the game. It's the way that things are. Not every time that a robot gets tipped over is there going to be a red card. Because one of the things that First tells us is that unintended consequences of normal robot-to-robot interaction are not a violation of the rule concerning tipping. So we're going to do our best to call that rule as First has asked us to call it. So just as a heads up. Now, the other thing that we noticed, too, is that it seems a little people who are sitting in the audience don't understand, is at the end game, your charge stations may both appear to be level. The lights may be on. You've got robots that are balanced that are on them. But there is another part of that rule that you guys don't see. And what it is that if there is the third robot or a second robot that is in contact with the charge station that is not fully supported by the charge station, that declares that the charge stations are not level, and therefore the alliance will not get the engagement points. So if you're trying to figure out what's going on, that may be one of the things that is happening during the match. And otherwise, as the teams know, the question box is there for you to come and ask us questions. We will do our best to get you guys ready to go to Worlds and do fantastic things and represent Georgia and South Carolina.
Thank you, Jan. One note I do want to make. These guys have been working all season to make sure that this game is played in the way that was meant to be played. I want to make sure you guys treat all of our staff here with gracious professionalism. We want to make sure, one, that this is an environment that we show the example of gracious professionalism, but two, that when people walk in here, that they are going to come back. So make sure to remember that this weekend, especially with this being the district championship. We want to make sure that we end this weekend on a good note.
All right, thank you, Kyle. That's actually going to lead us right into our next segment, which is safety. Along with the fair competition, safety is a priority at First. We want to make sure you're having fun while showing your gracious professionalism and keeping safety your utmost concern. To help enforce those goals, please welcome your safety manager, Mr. Alex Q, and Kevin Nelson. And here at the event, we'd like to make sure you have a safety plan ready. So mentors and coaches, pick a spot where your students can meet at the end of the day. If the Slack goes down, text messages shuts down, just pick a place where you can all meet and have a safety plan ready. And I also want to congratulate to this year's Safety Animation Award winners, Team 836 from the RoboBees, and we will be watching their safety video tomorrow during playoffs.
Thank you. And one other thing I want to do, if you are a Dean's List candidate here in the Peachtree District, I want you to stand up real quick for me. All right. I want to say good luck to all of our nominees today as you guys go through interviews. I can't wait to see who comes out in our winner's circle as a finalist here at our event this weekend.
And as another reminder, let's keep gracious professionalism at the top of your list today. We'll be presenting the Woody Flowers Woody Flowers Award today. Do you have something?
No, I was going to say finalist. Remember,
finalist. Woody Flowers Finalist Award today during closing ceremonies. So stick around. We have a closing ceremonies today.
Yes. Now, one thing I do want to say with our Woody Flowers finalist nominees, those represent the best of our mentors and coaches, and I want to say to our mentors and coaches today, thank you guys for going the distance this entire season. So if you are a mentor, if you could please stand for me right now, and I would like our students to give you the best round of applause that they can give. Thank you for taking the time not only to support this program, but all of our partner programs as well. I do want to also say this as well. If you recognize this weekend, like, hey, maybe we want to add some more mentors or coaches into our team, into our community, go onto firstinspires.org, and you can find more information about the Mentor Network to be able to figure out mentors that can help you in the areas where you may need a little bit more help than normal. So go to firstinspires.org, and you can find out a lot more about our mentors and coaches. And finally, before we get to the Masters Weekend of the Peachtree District, let's take a moment to recognize freedoms that we have and stand for our national anthem. And today, performing our national anthem will be from Team 2974 Walton Robotics, Harry Yang, Grace Z, Nikki Chaco, and Zoe Maklar. Thank you, guys. Well, I think that means only one thing. Are you guys charged up and ready to go with match 14 here at the Peachtree District State Championship? Now, before we get into our match, let me introduce to you the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Roy McConnell.
Good morning, Emerson. We're getting ready to get underway. We're going to try to keep this on schedule as closely as we possibly can. The robots are on the field. Kyle and